You're watching the Pacific Northwest Independent Broadcasting Network. Coming up within the hour, reenacting Bosnian ethnic cleansing in the mid-1990s. But before that, the premiere episode of You Logan Lind. Following that, the news.
It is a sad fact of life that history tends to revere the most cruel and the most ruthless people of interest. Our history books are littered with their unsavory deeds and their horrific crimes. But few stand out more than Logan Lind.
Hey!
Yeah, what?
You talking about Logan?
Yeah.
Lind?
Yeah, Logan Lind.
I'm gonna cut off that guy's right hand so he can't f*** me with it anymore!
It was a spring afternoon very similar to this one, and Logan had just come back from a trip. He went to Washington, D.C., and he handed me a dusty old scroll, and I thought that maybe he just bought, like, I don't know, some old piece of parchment from like a gift shop or something like that. But no, it was the Constitution of the United States. The Constitution of the United States. And he had drawn penises all over it, and I went to jail for it.
Talking to Logan Lind is like chewing on broken glass.
You know, I had a pretty nice car once. Really cool wheels on it, nice paint job. The engine was very loud. Then I met Logan Lind. What a piece of shit.
No money down.
Hey, John, you remember Logan Lind, right?
I don't want to.
What did he do to you?
I mean, like, it started off nice enough, you know. He was just kind of there in the background. There were a decent number of people at Jeremy's house, but, like, I mean, he never played well with the other kids. He would always just kind of sit there and stare. And one time I was just sitting there watching the movie with the rest of the guys, and he just started, like, whispering in my ear. He would sit there, and he would just It was a non-verbal form of communication. He would just slide his tongue along his lips and hum. It was like a serpent slithering in and out of his mouth. And then as soon as I would tell him to stop, he would just kind of like, keep it up for a few seconds and then back away before I could really tell him to stop it. It was infuriating. And then one day I just woke up and he was sitting on top of my bed. He was doing it again, except now we had let's make puppet hands. And he was miming it along to both of my ears, and he was doing that little wool scratchy bit where if you scratch the wool on you know, if you rub two wool together, but it had styrofoam tongues, and so I was doing both at once. Sat there and sat there and sat there, and I tried to chase him out of the house, but he was insistent. And that was the last I saw him.
Logan Lind is responsible for 2 of the 3 worst hits I've ever taken.
Hey, Andrew.
Huh?
You know Columbine?
Yeah.
You know the Virginia Tech massacre?
Yeah.
You know the Bass school disaster?
In like the 20s? What are you talking about?
Logan Lind.
Logan Lind trampled through my Zen garden, and then he killed all the Augustinian monks that lived with me. He tore my whole life to pieces, and then he told me it was nothing personal, kid.
Logan Lind? Yeah, I got a story about him. Me and Logan, we're a big Twin Peaks fan. You know that show from like the 90s?
Yeah.
So, I mean, we're pretty much in the area. And one day we decided to drive up to North Bend. It's a town where they filmed some of the scenes, and they have the Double R, the diner that was always in the show. We wanted to go there, get a slice of cherry pie and some coffee, maybe hike around. It's good. It's a good hiking area. So we do that. We drive up there. We're joking. We're listening to music, driving like madmen. We get into North Bend. We find the Double R, which is called it's actually called the Tweed Diner, but. So we get in there. It's a nice little place. Kind of shabby looking, but whatever. We order up our pie and coffee. Takes a couple minutes to get out. Get it? It looks delicious. The coffee, you can smell the aroma of the coffee coming from the cup. So, grab my fork. I'm ready to dig into this pie. I'm just looking forward to it the whole drive. Starting to go for that pie. And Logan, my man Logan, he takes his giant, fat, f***ing stupid hand, slams it down on my pie. The whole diner goes silent. They look at it. They look at us. They look at what Logan has done. I'm like, Logan, why did you do that? Are you gonna give me your pie in return? He did. He grabbed it and he threw it at my goddamn face. Then he kind of swept the table with his arm, spilling the coffee everywhere, probably broke a plate or two. I can't even remember. I was so angry. And then, as a final f*** you to everybody, he lit a match and he threw it on the ground, and that's why the Tweed Diner burned down.
He's working.
Hey, Halliday, you there?
Yeah?
Hey, do you remember Logan Lind?
Don't remind me.
What did he do to you?
This one time, I was sitting at my lunch table at Y&G, just trying to do my bill, and he comes up to me and he says, "Hey, you smell like oysters, boy."
Pretty blue skies slowly turning into the twilight. It's almost beautiful enough to distract you from the fact that Logan Lind is out there breathing and existing.
You can't spell team without mate.